welcome into Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts. We're here with the Let's Talk team. We've got Susan Mills and Lisa High. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Okay, the John Calipari era is officially over, and we now have the Mark Pope era. Yesterday, more than 20,000 fans showed up to Rupp Arena for the press conference. I don't know, I'm going to call this more of a party to welcome in Mark Pope, and along with him were his teammates from the championship team, and just 20,000 or so other UK fans. And so, Lisa, you and Susan both went. You were both there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was up in the nosebleed section, and I was thankful to get seats there because people were being turned away. There was around, they estimate around 5,000 people that got turned away. Now, Miss Susan and Cameron were right on the floor, involved in all of it. And we could see you guys from up in the nosebleed. We're like, oh, when Cameron came off the bus, because he was part of the team of 1996, when he came off the bus, I go, oh, there's Susan's boo. That was the first thing I thought.
That's so funny.
How cool was it on the floor, Susan?
Oh, it was surreal. It was absolutely bigger than any of the biggest games that I have ever been to. I mean, it was just the noise, the energy.
I mean, you can hear the noise under us.
It was absolutely insane. It was one of those core memories, and especially I had the wonderful opportunity of meeting the Pope family, and getting to talk with them and getting to know them a little bit more. And I have to say, that family is salt of the earth. They are so loving, just really genuinely want to get to know you, and I think it's going to be a great change.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think based upon the turnout and the energy that was clearly in the room, Kentucky is over all of their, drama and naysaying and everything. And people are ready to kind of turn to embrace Mark Pope. And he made it really clear that he gets, what it means to be a UK, because he was here as a player. He gets what it means to be as a coach. And he basically said, I know what you want me to do, win championships. Like, he's very clear on what's expected.
Yes, he said, I understand the assignment, and that is to get banners. And the crowd went crazy.
Yeah. It was so loud. I've never seen anything like it. And even before the event, I was like, gosh, I hope, because there wasn't there was buzz on social media, but it wasn't really heavy. And I thought, gosh, I hope Big Blue Nation shows up for this. Yeah, didn't have to worry about that. We pull onto Broadway, and there was a line wrapped entirely around Rupp Arena. I mean, it was insanity, and we just loved it. We're just so glad that and thankful that we were a part of it.
Yeah, well, officially welcome to new coach, Mark Pope.
Yes.
All right, so we have a little Kentucky Derby news for you. A 5-time Grammy winner and Kentucky native Wynonna Judd is going to perform the national anthem at Churchill Downs during the 150th Kentucky Derby. She says that she's so proud to represent her home state, taking part in one of the most storied and iconic traditions. She said Kentucky Derby is something she looks forward to every year, and being able to perform this year makes the event even more special. Aww.
I love her. I'm a huge Judd's fan and Wynonna fan, always have been. So, and she even on her social media, she expressed right away how excited she was and how grateful she is to be
We've got a lot of Kentucky people coming back.
Yeah, we do.
This year.
That's right.
Which is good. I mean, it's always interesting to see on Millionaires Row, like the higgledy-piggledies, the big wigs. But it is nice when it's your own Kentucky people. Like when Jack Harlow came in, everybody was like flipping out. Now this year, Wynonna, so that'll be cool.
It will be. Can't wait.
And then last, a little bit of a sad update, but I really felt that it was important to share this one with you because so many were concerned. So you may remember that there was an 18-year-old boy who folks thought that an 8-year-old boy who folks thought died from an allergic reaction from some strawberries that he bought at school fundraiser. You all remember that?
Yes.
And the authorities were like, don't eat the strawberries until we figure it out. Well, come to find out, it wasn't the strawberries. That little boy died from contact with the drug fentanyl. So this is his picture here, and just such a cute kid. He died in March. And so basically what happened is he fell ill after eating these strawberries from the fundraiser. And so his parents took him to the hospital, and that's where he died. So following that, of course, that was very suspicious, and everybody was thinking it was the strawberries. So the medical examiner, in doing the autopsy, found out that it was actually fentanyl that he had come in contact with. And lots of people don't know this, and we were discussing this before the show. Fentanyl is so dangerous that if you touch it, even if you touch it, you can have a reaction or an overdose. So authorities then performed a search at the little boy's house to see if they could get some details. They found all kinds of drugs in the house, and so now the boy's stepfather and the mom have been charged with second-degree manslaughter.
Wow.
Just sad.
It is very sad, and to cover it up like that, to not come clean about that, and worry everyone, you know, in the country about strawberries, and but to cover that up, your own child's death, I don't know. I can't believe it. Addiction is so strong that to make you want to cover up the death of your own child, I just can't stand that.
And I had no idea that you could even become intoxicated, let alone die from touching it. I had no idea. So,
yeah, that's why first responders, you'll see them wearing gloves, because they didn't know when they're coming in contact with people what's going to happen now. It's these opioids and these synthetic drugs that are out on the market now are just so strong and so deadly. So again, very sad, but we wanted to let you know that it wasn't the strawberries, because as Lisa said, I mean, I know I avoided strawberries for a while.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, no thanks.
Yeah.
So Okay, everybody, that is Talk of the Town. Stay with us. Coming up after the break in the Countdown Conversation. Are you having trouble seeing at night? Well, it's not just you. We'll talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It is time for the Countdown Conversation. This is the part of the show we discuss as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. Okay, let's do it. Today is tax day.
Oh,
And listen, if you are like filing your taxes today at the last minute, you are not alone. According to experts, they say that more than 100 million people, which is like a third of the population, are going to be filing like yesterday and today. Everybody dreading and waiting to the last minute. Why do we dread paying our taxes so much? Like, what is it that just makes us all wait?
It's my money. My money.
I paid during the year. I don't want to pay again.
I know.
You sound like that commercial. I want my money and I want it now.
It's the truth.
Oh, gosh.
I was listening to somebody saying earlier that your tax refund is actually you getting back some of the money that you loaned to the government earlier in the year. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. If I loaned it earlier in the year, why am I doing this? Why am I paying more now?
I know.
So, I mean, listen, so
it'll be 11:59 and people are sliding
No, I broke down and I did it yesterday. I waited, and I mean, I had anxiety about it.
Yeah.
And I just said to myself, no, we're not doing this. Like, when you wait, let tasks just kind of hang over your head. So I said, no, yesterday I'm doing it. I was making fun of Doug High today because he's like, still got a few more things to do.
I call it fear paralysis.
I swear, I'm glad. So I thought, it's just me. I'm so shameful. Like, all the other citizens have already done this, but no, 100 million.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're one of them. We're waiting right now for the call to go sign for our taxes and stuff. And we're like, and of course, we didn't get them to her until, the last possible minute. And, we have like several businesses that she has to, cipher through. But Sagel's been great. And we love her to death. Yeah, she's our person.
I was laughing earlier because our producer producer said, "Didn't we fight a whole war, like have a whole revolution over taxes?" You know, and I was like, yeah, but as somebody who, now I'll stop being funny and I'll say this. Public safety, police, fire, roads, the U.S. Postal Service, all these wonderful things are provided for by taxes. So when I think about it that way, I'm like, okay, all right.
I'll do it.
It takes the sting out a little bit.
Yes. A little bit. Exactly. All right, up next. Okay, so sometimes when you're driving at night, do you feel like you're not seeing as well as you used to? Well, it's not just you. According to some vision experts, they say that nighttime driving can start to get a little bad as early as your late 20s and early 30s. This makes me so glad to hear, because I thought there was something wrong with me. But no, all of our eyes start to get bad then.
Oh, yeah. Mine are horrible. It's like I'm driving into the 4th of July on the interstate. It's horrible. Like lights just flare so much. It's like claws of I don't know. It's like spiders like shearing off of these lights. And
it's a nightmare.
It makes it very difficult. It really does. Now I had RK surgery, so mine might be a little to correct my vision when in my younger years. So I wonder if this is just kind of a result, you know, as I'm aging, you know, if that's part of it as well. I don't know. But wow.
I've been blind since 4th grade. So I know. It's like, I mean, glasses, contacts. I have like the highest strength of contacts. I mean, we're talking like cataracts,
Really?
you know, honestly. Because, I mean, in the nighttime, I started like noticing it even in my late 30s, where it's like everything had a halo around it, you know? And it's really, it's concerning because, you know, and I think we were laughing because our parents or our grandmas would always say, "I've got to get home before dark." And now it's me, I know.
Exactly. So they said they think the big thing is dry eyes, and our eyes are dry because we're staring at screens all the time.
Well, that's not going to change anytime soon.
I know.
So.
All right, and last but not least, monkey fight. So a little girl now evidently this is a problem. In India, there are just roving packs of monkeys just wreaking havoc on neighborhoods. And so all right, so this pack of monkeys broke into this little girl's house, and she told Alexa to start playing barking dog sounds, and it chased all the monkeys away. And so she was able to save her house. And so my question is what's the strangest thing you've ever asked your virtual assistant to do, like your Google or your Siri?
I think I'm doing it all wrong. This is fun.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'll just like call so-and-so. I mean, that's about as entertaining as it gets for me.
I'm so archaic. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'll have it play music or, you know, set the alarm. Probably the strangest thing I've done was just last night where I asked it to set the alarm for my 2 boys to try to get them out of bed. So that's like, you know, them to try to get out, to wake up themselves. It would be a Christmas miracle for me at this point.
But you know, so for me, sometimes I can't find, I'm afraid to even say it because she'll start talking now. But sometimes I'll ask my phone, "Hey Siri," I can't say it too loud.
Yeah.
"Hey Siri, where are you?" And she'll go, "I'm over here." And that's how I find my phone. Yes. But, you know, I guess these new...
There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
See, these kids have grown up with technology, so it was probably her first thought. Should I hit these monkeys with a stick? No, I'm going to ask Alexa to bark.
That is the smartest thing. That is so smart.
Oh,
it really is.
Oh, geez. All right, everybody. Stay with us. Coming up after the break, our guest at the table is from the Lexington Children's Museum. Everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky, and our guest at the table here is Colby Ernest from the Lexington Children's Museum. Welcome, Colby.
Thanks for joining us.
We're so glad to have you on our show. You're no stranger to the ABC 36 family, but you're here because the Explorium is now the Lexington Children's Museum. You got a new name, a big rebranding. Talk about that.
Yeah, we're really excited about the rebrand. You know, our organization was actually founded in 1990 as the Lexington Children's Museum, and they changed the name about 20 years ago to the Explorium of Lexington. And over the course of the past 2 or so years, we've had a lot of conversations about, who we wanted to be moving forward, and it just made the most sense for us to take that name back, go back to our roots with Lexington Children's Museum, because at the end of the day, we are a children's museum, and that's how people know who we are. And so why put another name across the front when we have the mission and everything else impact as a children's museum.
That's awesome.
I'm a little bit shook though, because he said 1990, and I was like, oh yeah, like 10 years ago. No, that was 30 years ago. Oh my God.
There's a lot of exciting things. I love the Lexington Children's Museum. Now, is some of your programming changing along with the name?
So our programming is always evolving, and so we'll switch up our programming every 6 months or so. And so right now we have 3 weekly reoccurring programs that we do on the floor during the week. A lot of that programming is for toddlers during the school year because mainly we will have our 0 to 5 population during the school days in the museum. They're not out at school. And then it'll switch up in the summer so that we're gonna have some more programming that's gonna be for more of our K through 5 children as well. So programming is always evolving. We always have one-time programs that'll pop up. We usually do a STEM day in the summer. We have a back to school event in late July. The popular Boozeum around Halloween. This is always a good one.
Oh, I heard booze. I was like,
we'll talk about that later. We have something like that later. We'll talk about that in a second. But Boozeum is obviously our Halloween event that we do.
Sherelle, you would.
That's awesome. I know. Well, speaking of Boozeum, no, you have the night at the museum fundraiser coming up, which Doug and I are going to be a part of. We're so excited. And that's the night that you're going to be handing over the museum to adults.
That's right.
What could possibly go wrong, right?
That's right.
So tell us more about this.
Thank you to you and Doug. We're really excited about you all emceeing the event this year. It's just a really fun time at the museum for the adults to just learn how to play again, right? So get in the middle of a bubble with your booze, if that's what you want to do. And we also have a lot of other fun activities that we'll do on the day. We have an Around Kentucky gallery, and so we'll have someone coming in and they're doing bourbon tasting in that space. And so we do a lot of adult events based on the exhibits within the space as well. So I know we'll have a tarot reader this year.
Nice.
We have a really fun 360 booth in our bubble room. A lot of fun activities planned for this year's event.
Yeah, we've actually got a picture, I think, of people kind of hanging out and having a good time. That lady's definitely having a good time. She's got a little drinky drink.
Oh, it is so much fun. Now, what other kind of fun events do you have coming up?
So we are having our monthly sensory hours will be this Sunday. We're really excited about that. We've implemented our monthly sensory hours over the past year or so, thanks to Susan, who was integral in starting that program up. And it's a time outside normal operating hours for children with sensory sensitivities and their families to come in and enjoy the space. And that's just been a very popular event. We're really excited about that. We open it up outside normal operating hours, max it out at so many total people within the space, adjust lighting and exhibits, and children can come in and enjoy our space for upwards of 2 hours. And we've had lots of families say that they've never really been able to stay in the space for that long because it can be overwhelming, especially on a busy day. And they're there for the entire 2 hours, and that's really exciting.
It's so much fun.
That's great.
It's a good time.
And Susan always does such great work with this, but it's good that you all are hearing the needs of all children for all types of neurodiversity, so that's a big deal.
Yeah, we always say we want to make sure we make an impact in this community, and we're not doing it unless we're reaching every single child and family in this community. And so that's one of the many ways that we're offering what we do and the impact we can make out to every child here.
It's amazing.
Very cool. So we want to get more kids and grown-ups out there. Where can folks find more information about you?
Find us at our new website, lexingtonchildrensmuseum.org. You can also get us on our socials on Facebook and Instagram, Lexington Children's Museum. And that's going to offer you a brand new opportunity to navigate what we offer in the way of events and camps that we have coming up this summer. It gives you a map of the museum as well. So it's just a really great new website that we're really excited about, that's provides a better opportunity for people to see what's really happening at the Children's Museum.
Yeah, and shout out to our directors for putting that new website.
Yeah.
Look at that. They're always on
So
top of
good.
it.
There we go.
I got my kids in there on the left.
The little redheads.
Yes, they have a tint of red. Yes.
Yeah. We love redheads around here. So.
Yes.
Well, Colby, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so
and
much.
good luck on all things. You've been around more than 30 years. I was like 1990. I was oh God, I'm old. Okay, so you guys have been around for a long time. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you what's trending. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It's time for What in the World is Trending. This is going to be a good one for all the Android users like Lisa. Hi. Okay. So she's so excited. So Android phone users, you'll now be able to find your phone a little bit easier after you've misplaced it. Google has launched a Find My Device network. They announced this about a year ago, and it is live now. And they got their little website. You can go check it out. So the network uses crowdsourcing from 1 billion Android devices and can help you retrieve any phone and any Android device. So I don't know what else Android makes, but whatever else they make, you can find it. I'm sorry being a hater, because I'm an Apple user. Apple has had this technology for like, I feel like Apple has had this since the 90s. So I'm just saying it's silly.
No, it's true. They roll it out like this is a new concept, new idea, and I'm like, woo! And you guys are like, God, we've had this
Been there for years.
But you know what, though? I do. I'm a bad hater on Android devices, but I'm glad that you all are getting something new.
I know.
So
I'm glad
No one wants you on this text stream.
I know, it's so horrible.
Just
You guys are
messing
so
up.
mean to me.
green bubbles. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.